ちは、ひございもんです。So first thing today, as you can see, it's September 13th, and this is the evening just before the Tri-Nations final, where New Zealand is playing Australia, in Brisbane, which is technically my hometown. Yeah, at the moment, it's where my family home is, even though I'm a Kiwi and I support New Zealand. It should be a huge game, so go New Zealand. そう今日はね、9月の13日で、今日トライネーションズ、ラグビートライネーションズ、南アフリカ、ニュージーランド、オーストラリアの大会の決勝戦、ニュージーランド対オーストラリアホームで、しかも俺の地元、ブリスベンっていう町、母親はオーストラリア人でオーストラリアに住んでるんだけど、地元もオーストラリアだけど、一応もうニュージーランド人で、もうニュージーランドもちろん応援して、もうすごい楽しみにしてるんだよね。もう今年一番楽しみなラグビー。よし、頑張れニュージーランド。Right, yeah, so what I wanted to talk about today was just another thing with learning Japanese or learning another language is how humour can be a great way that can help, basically. It's one of those things, again, where it takes you back to being a kid. When you hear jokes when people use humour in a different culture and you don't get it, it's like being a kid when you don't get the jokes that your parents are telling. It's very frustrating, but it's another great frustrating sort of way to get yourself motivated to try to understand. そう今日ねちょっと話したいのはもう一つちょっと言語を勉強してるときにやる気になる方法はやっぱりユーモアを通じてそういう勉強することがやっぱりね子供の時みたいにジョークわからない時にすごいイライラして同じ風にねやっぱ理解できるようになるのが結構面白いですよ。笑いの番組見るのがいいと思いますね。Yeah, I mean, like for example, when I was learning Japanese in New Zealand, or when I was first watching Japanese TV, I would watch Mecha Ike, and I would watch Gotsu-A Kanji. I would watch Downtown a lot, and those were great. I mean, I didn't get the jokes a lot of the time, but when I first got the jokes, it was really moving for me. And it's fun. It gives you more incentive again to learn the language. そうニュージーランドでもうビデオで日本のテレビもよくお笑いの番組ダウンタウンとか見たしで日本に来るとねやっぱDVD ストアで例えばフレンズとかもう一番おすすめなのはね隣のサインフェルドっていうもう DVD でも買えれるけど本当面白いからねちょっと頑張ってみたらいい勉強になると思いますね。結構そういうの見て。So what's fun also is when you get basically when you can understand a bit of another language, you can understand as well some of the things that look funny about your language, or you can get the jokes that Japanese people laugh at when they go overseas, and Japanese people can start to understand the jokes perhaps from sites like English.com, which I'll put a link for over there that you can see. そうあとね例えば1個以上の言語できるともうその他の文化の感覚でのユーモアも分かって例えばもう外国人が自分のどういうふうに自分の日本語をおかしく見てるのかって逆にもできてそれ一番俺は楽しい変な英語のサイトは English.com っていうサイトがあってそれちょっとリンクここつけてるんでぜひそれチェックしてそれジョークはどこなのか気づいてみる。For example, there are things which seem perfectly normal to us, which seem funny to Japanese, and vice versa. There are things which sound perfectly normal in Japanese, which sound a bit funny to us. One thing, when I was recently on vacation in Croatia, I found this little food packet, and as you can see, it's got 4 little characters. It's got a brunette person, a blonde person, a African person, and there's a person with buck teeth wearing a kimono with yellow skin. I don't think that's very politically correct, but I guess I don't have many Asian people in Croatia, so they still think that's okay. Had to get some of that as a souvenir. Another thing, for example, is of course the infamous by now, the Japanese, as you may or may not know, they're very much into drinking kalpis. It's a milky tasting, fizzy drink. It's a bit of a funny drink on its own, but yeah, they're very much into that sort of thing. So, kalpis, and when Japanese say that, I love kalpis, of course, everybody looks at them a bit funny, but this is one of the things you get. 日本語にもね、最初、外国人がやっぱ日本語しようとすると結構海外、香港とか行くと日本語を適当に書いてある T シャツとかよく流行っててこれはね、香港で買ったシャツ、俺結構気に入ってるんだけどねディーゼルのシャツで、いろんな適当にロゴがあってすごい安かったんだけどなぜかフランチェスカなんでフランチェスカって書いてあるんだろうね。あと俺のラグビークラブもね何年前にシャツ作ったらここにね見えるかな後ろに背中に、まず場所の名前東京って書いてあるんだけど東京のとこれ繋がってないからね漢字が間違っててこれよく直されるんだよね。例えばそういうのもね外人全然通じないけど両方の言語が分かるとこれも面白いとかってもう感覚になりますね。 Actually, there's one more thing which is actually quite funny. There's a building where I was going through in Shinbashi in Tokyo recently, and they have these. It's called the Shiodome City Center. Shiodome being the current stopping area. Dome meaning stop in Japanese. And some marketing genius thought it would be a great idea to put this poster up, which I'll flash on the screen now. So it says "Do me" at the Shiodome City Center. They figured out "dome." They could split up. It meant something in English. I have a feeling they didn't really check what it meant. So they have pictures of women saying "Do me" and "Come to our building, please." Hey, I mean, it made me want to go. そう最近なんか新橋にいたらさっきもまた表示するけどね、この写真があって、でこれ汐留シティセンターってもう Do me あと汐留みたいなのがあって、ただ Do me ってね書いた時に多分理解してなかったのかな。これ英語通じる人は Do me ってね犯してって意味だと多分わかると思うんだけど。I think the one that really tops it all was I was in a Family Mart convenience store. And when I was there, I noticed for 150 yen they were selling a new drink. And I have to teach you a bit of Japanese to explain this because, and actually this is my challenge. I've got a challenge I'd like to issue to YouTubers watching this. So I'd like to think of ways that we could market this if we're trying to sell this overseas. But sometimes, these products, it's hard to sell. In Japanese, because everything is phonetic, with English we kind of change the spelling of words for, even though sometimes they have the same sound. And it's funny, if you take happiness, which I'm going to put on the screen now so you should be able to see it. Happiness is made up of 4 characters. Ha-pi-ne-s. And you don't say the u on it, you say happiness. And somebody probably thought that's a nice sounding word, so why don't we use that for a product slogan? And so if you can see the characters now, happiness. Well, they took the ha off, and they came up with this brilliantly named new drink. Now try saying that out loud. What does it say? The refreshing taste of penis. Got any ideas for how you might want to sell this? It's a sour, milky drink that's been revived. Apparently they sold it 30 years ago and somebody seems to have forgotten why they thought it was a good idea to stop selling it. And now they're bringing it back. So how would you sell this product? How would you sell a drink called penis? That's my challenge for today. Hope everyone's well, and don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Peace from me. そう最近これが見つけて、なんかファミリーマートで115円でなんでこういう名前にしたんでしょうね。ピネスってそもそもどういう意味で考えてたの？多分ハピネスの省略かなと思ったけど、ただ英語にはねとてもちょっといけない。これ美味しく売るのもどうやってするんだろうねってちょっととりあえずみんなこれ外国人向けのマーケティングではどういうおすすめするのかってちょっと頼んでるみたいけど、ぜひ日本人でもねちょっと考えをこれ海外に出すのはどうすればいいのか、そういうチャレンジでとりあえず皆さん元気でまた来週動画出しますので頑張れニジャーの。Peace people, have a good one.